If you cannot get rid of the family skeleton, you may as well make it dance. The unconscious self is the real genius. Your breathing goes wrong the moment your conscious self meddles with it. Do not do unto others as you would that they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. He knows nothing, and he thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. The liar's punishment is, not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. The first prison I ever saw had inscribed on it, "Cease to do evil, learn to do well," but as the inscription was on the outside, the prisoners could not read it. A day's work is a day's work, neither more nor less, and the man who does it needs a day's sustenance, a night's repose and due leisure, whether he be painter or ploughman. A fool's brain digests philosophy into folly, science into superstition, and art into pedantry. Hence university education. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Democracy is a device that ensures we shall be governed no better than we deserve. Few people think more than 2 or 3 times a year. I have made an international reputation for myself by thinking once or twice a week. This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the aeroplane, the pessimist the parachute. Success does not consist in never making mistakes but in never making the same one a second time. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world, the unreasonable one persists to adapt the world to himself. Therefore all progress depends on the unreasonable man. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will.